High school athletics actually for me were relatively successful, except I think at some point I thought I was in a different body than I was actually in. I really enjoyed playing sports like water polo and volleyball, and if you take a look at my build, I'm not exactly a volleyball player. And then I started playing rugby about grade 11, and it was interesting because the coach and I didn't quite hit it off, but I still sort of kept playing. Didn't play through part of my grade 12, and it was enough that it turned me off of playing rugby, and so I then focused on water polo and went to university and played water polo. So it was actually wasn't until about second or third year university that I went back into rugby, and then was fortunate to have a pretty good career with that and traveled a fair bit, had some success. I do remember standing it was actually at Royal Athletic Park, wearing the Canadian jersey, and we were playing against Japan on a Wednesday night match, and I remember looking down at the maple leaf and thinking, holy snap, this is kind of neat, to actually see the maple leaf on your chest and sort of recognize this is the Canadian squad playing against the Japanese squad. If I'm actually competing, I typically like to go into the games and things fairly hungry. So my meals, if we would have say a 2:30 kickoff for rugby, I wouldn't eat much past about 10:30. And so I typically have a good breakfast. For me, it might be toast and eggs and stuff like that, something that would carry me through a little bit. But I actually wanted to be a little bit mean and hungry when I was going into a rugby game. I go through different phases. I used to be a huge Jimmy Buffett fan, so I would listen to him a fair chunk. Then moved into Bruce Springsteen, and that's a fair bit of stuff. But I kind of swing between moods of whether I'm. There was a line of Jimmy Buffett that sometimes you're just really caring, sensitive guy, and other times you're just a bit crazy. And yeah, that's kind of the way I am.